I want you to look at my camel toe and ask yourself, do you want that? When I tell you I have not been this excited to review a collection, I am not joking you. I am so excited for today's review. Welcome back to the channel, friends. My name is Kara Corey. If you are new here, please subscribe. We are about to jump into our next Buffbunny collection review, which is for the Juicy collection, which is launching on July 27th at 1 p.m. CST. This is a collaboration with Miss Bailey Stewart, who is a fellow grounds girl, grounds trainer, Buffbunny athlete, and proud to say she's also a close friend of mine. I could not be more excited to see this collection come to life because Bailey has just this great sense of style with the pieces that she loves to wear in the gym, and there is a lot of overlap between what Bailey and I both like, so I was super excited to review what she came up with. We have so many brand new pieces in this live, but before we go into all those details, if you've never been here before, make sure you head on down to the description box. I have down there all my measurements. I will have time codes for each and every piece we're about to talk about today, as well as details for the live launch party. So I will be doing a live launch party 2.5 hours before launch goes live, so 11:30 EST. I am going to be live here on YouTube as well as Instagram, but YouTube is where it's at. That is where you can see everything in high quality, and I will be literally trying on each and every piece, giving you rapid fire Q&A style questions and answers so that you can easily shop the launch and know just what to get and in what size. The live launch party is also another great opportunity to get some bunny money. I do $50 gift card giveaways every 15 minutes. So I give out a total of $500 during that live launch party just for you being there, hanging out in the chat, getting your questions answered, and we send those right over to you so you can shop the launch immediately. In addition, I am doing a $1,000 giveaway for the Juicy launch. So if you do use my code, it will get you 10% off your order, and that'll enter you into my giveaway. In addition, if you are using your rewards points or a higher discount code, I do have a personalized link that will not give you a discount, but I will still earn commission, and that I will enter into the giveaway as well. So all you need to do is screenshot your receipt showing you used my code, or if you used my link, make sure you have your order number. Send that over to me either via Instagram DMs or email. I check both, and that'll enter you into my giveaway. 10 of you will win $100 to Buffbunny collection. Honestly, it feels like it's been 84 years since we've had a review, and the live launch parties are truly my sweet spot. I have so much fun because I feel like you are all there with me, and I want you always to feel part of this process. You all are such an important part of the community. You help each other out with sizing. I always give my preferences and opinions, but I love that my community represents an entire diverse, unique group of women of all ages, shapes, sizes, you name it. So it's the place to be to literally have all your questions answered. Not only that, but my Discord, if you're not already joined over there, the Buffbunny Babes, I have an amazing community of women over there too. I answer each and every question that comes through over there. I share sneak peeks at some of my favorites. Any of those like in-depth details that you want, that is the first place I go to answer those questions, so make sure you're joined over there. In addition, on Instagram, I do so much over there too. I share all of my comparisons that I'm gonna talk about here today, but in effort to keep the review as concise as possible, you're gonna wanna peek through my Juicy stories, highlights over on my IG, Kara Corey Fit Life. I will have all my color comparisons, item comparisons, measurement comparisons, you name it, so you can see it up close and personal, screenshot it. You will have all your details there you need. Now for the Juicy collection, this collection brings us tons of amazing bright poppy pieces that Bailey loves. In addition, we get some of her favorite fabrics. So she loves butter fabric. She is the queen of seamless and making the booty look juicy, which is also a nod to her Grounds App program. So very fun and cohesive in this collection. We've got some brand new colors, some old throwbacks, and as per usual, Buffbunny has an amazing way of making pieces that truly mix and match effortlessly. So there's so much you can do within this collection beyond what you're going to see during the try on portion today. So many different options we have here. It's truly endless. This was one of the hardest PR requests I ever placed in my life. I kid you not, I had to sleep on it, and it took me about 2 hours before I hit send on that order. There's just so much good stuff here that we're gonna dive on into. I personally love the color palette that we got within this collection because Bailey loves her brights and pops of color, and for me, I like darker bottoms, and it just worked out that they ended up having to change some of their colors in effort to minimize sheerness. So we got some dark poppy punches in here, but they pair so well with the brights. So I get the best of both worlds in this collection to pair my dark bottoms with a pop of color on the top. It's just chef's kiss, my absolute favorite. So this collection has a lot of brand new pieces, and I am gonna go through each and every piece. In addition, I wanna mention I have a third PR package coming to my doorstep because the affiliate manager team, Yvonne and Robin, shout out to you both. They are fantastic at getting their athletes taken care of. So I have one more package coming in the mail this week. Those items will be reviewed and shared at my live launch party, so make sure you are there. This collection brings us seamless, we've got butter fabric, we've got Nubre, we have lifestyle pieces, we have different lengths of tops, different support. We truly have a little bit of everything here, in addition to some accessories. Ooh, and pump covers. So we've really got a little bit of everything in this collection. So we are gonna jump on into it. We are gonna start with, I wanna say, the most talked about piece from this collection, the brand new Shape Seamless bodysuit. Now, I had seen this teased, I had even seen Bailey wear it, and I just wasn't sure if I was gonna like this piece or not. I didn't know how shapewear was gonna feel on me, and it really looked like shapewear, and I know it's really supposed to snatch you. So this is the one piece I was probably most nervous about and hesitant if I was gonna like it or even want to wear it. I have got it in black in extra small, which is my true size. I almost wanted to try a size small to compare for y'all, but I'm glad that they sent me the extra small because this one fits perfect. It would have been too big if I sized up, and we'll talk more about sizing for you in a moment. This is made of that Shape Seamless fabric that we did see previously in the No Filter collection, so it's very stretchy. This is a full-length bodysuit, and what's really different on this bodysuit compared to any bodysuits we've ever had in the past from the brand, you have this ribbed compressive midsection here. And now I feel like this most compares to the corset bodysuit that we had before, even though it's so different, but that's the closest silhouette, if you will, in terms of how this compares. The corset bodysuit had that corset in the middle, but it didn't actually do anything for snatching. Whereas what they did here with the fabric in the ribbed design actually does snatch you in. Not only that, but the way it dips down here where they actually have placed the compression does the most. They actually did it in a way so that it covers a good portion of your lower stomach. I hate it when the compression is just in the upper abdomen and just under the bust because oftentimes that can enhance the lower stomach. This does not do that. It actually really did snatch me in quite nicely. The fabric itself, like I said, it's seamless, so the bottom of the leggings truly kind of fit like the Shape Seamless leggings. If you did try those out, very similar fit. So when I go to place this bodysuit on, many people had said how difficult it is to get on, that you make funny noises, that it takes you a long time. So I was fully expecting the worst case scenario here. I was actually quite surprised because I didn't find that to be the case for me. I truly went one leg at a time, pulled both legs up, got legs in place as if I was pulling on leggings. The most challenging part was that ribbed compression and just hiking that over my butt, but it honestly was not that bad. This one I found way easier to put on versus the corset bodysuit. That one, with the straps and everything getting all like tucked into each other, was a little bit of a trigger for me. This one wasn't so bad, so very surprised with that. You don't have any adjustability on this bodysuit. It truly is just a a one-piece situation. In the front here, you do have some nice ruching here that comes in between the boobs. Now, there isn't built-in support here, but there are removable bust pads. For me, being the seamless fabric and the stretch of it, it feels very nice on the girls. I don't intend on wearing this to work out, so it's not like I'm gonna go jogging in this and need higher support in the breast area, but my larger chested ladies, you could potentially want a little more support there, but itty bitty titties, I felt supported. The coverage on the front of this, and what I like so much better compared to the corset, it does kind of scoop down the same way that the corset bodysuit did, but I don't feel like it's pulling on me. I feel like they have a little extra length here in the, I should actually measure that. I feel like there's almost a little extra length here, or maybe just because it's seamless fabric versus the Perform fabric, I have some extra fabric around the waist itself. So nothing feels too tight or like one section's pulling on the other. Everything feels very nice and comfortable, and I actually have extra room in the stomach, so I don't think sizing up would be a good idea for me personally, with my height being 5'2". On the back side, it's just your basic square scoop back here. There is no adjustability. It kind of would be nice if you could adjust the straps on it. I think I personally need the straps just slightly tighter for it to be my perfect fit, but quite honestly, for this to be a seamless bodysuit with no adjustability to it, I think this is truly gonna fit most body types, and many of you are gonna be very happy with this. I don't have so much extra fabric that I would think I would want to size down on this, because I do believe that would just be too tight for my personal preference. Well, this girl likes to look snatched. If something is too tight or too time consuming to put on, I just know myself, I'll never wear it. And for that reason, I think I will get a lot of wear out of this as a lifestyle piece. 24-inch inseam listed on the seamless, which honestly, that still fits like full length for most of us because of the stretch to it. So I wouldn't let that deter you if you are taller. You are gonna notice I do have some deodorant and stuff on this, and in general, you will notice some of my pieces look a little dirty. It's because I got my packages late, as did most athletes, but I reviewed everything. I truly make sure I have worn everything and put it through the test before I stand here and give you my thoughts and opinions. But with that said, I did not have time to wash everything before this. Come to the live launch party, I will have everything washed a few times so I can give you more updates on how fabrics and things hold up, because I know that's always a concern as well. Sheerness on the bodysuit, I gave homage to Bailey throughout this review doing her sticker test. I failed to do that on the bodysuit, but you will notice seamless in general from Buffbunny just does tend to sheer out regardless of the color. So you will notice in a squat that it does sheer out. I still feel comfortable with this because personally, I'm not going to wear this to work out. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a bodysuit workout type girl. I will wear this and style this more so for lifestyle, but you could wear a black thong with this or maybe just skip wearing it on leg day. I do think it gives a really nice cellulite coverage. Seamless fabrics in general, I think, do a nice job of covering cellulite. Overall thoughts on the fit, I will say I think most people are going to enjoy true to size on this. I know based on it having that ribbed compression in the midsection, you're going to, in hearing that it's so snatched, you're going to be wanting to size up. And I think you could and still be happy, but keep in mind, depending on your torso length, I am a short girl, but I do have a longer torso. And I did have that extra fabric, which felt more like length to me in the waist. So just keep in mind, if you do size up, you may have a little too much length and you do not have adjustability of those straps. So I personally think true to size is the way to go. I even think some people could size down. I'm thinking I could have even sized down to have more of a snatched fit. So to me, overall, I think most are going to enjoy true to size or what you've previously worn in any of Buffbunny Collection's bodysuits. It's coming in addition in Cold Brew and Lipstick Red, which I'm definitely going to have to grab the Lipstick Red. Jason quite enjoyed this bodysuit on me. Something else I want to mention, and this may seem silly, but I know it's important to some of you. I did not self-tan before this review. I ran out of time, but also I've seen feedback from many of you that you would prefer just seeing fairer skin with how some of the lighter colors look. So I do have some natural tan from the sun, but overall, I consider myself more fair skin in this review, so I just wanted to point that out, especially coming into the next set we have to review, which is the pink holographic in the Revolution Halter Revolution Halter Crop. The pink holographic coming in the Revolution Halter Crop version 2. So version 2 in the past has always been in Elysium fabric, but they did not do Elysium this time. I believe getting that holographic print just right. They moved to more of an eco polyester blend. So quite honestly, it feels very similar to Elysium. I would say maybe just not as tight or slick, but still has all the great components of performance fabric, which I personally love. We need more of it. And I love holographic. The pink turned out gorgeous. So there are some differences between this and the original version of the Revolution Halter Crop. I have those posted over on my Instagram, but essentially you have a little bit more width on this one and a little less length. So about, I believe it's 1 inch less length. Neither version for me was a titty moment. I felt like I have really good coverage in both of these. And this is more of a medium to high support for me personally. For larger chests, more of a medium support bra. It has the built-in shelf bra here with the removable boob pads underneath. You can see the boob pads a little bit through the bra, but I don't think it's too terribly bad. The backside is a halter and it's got silicone branding, which we love. I was mostly nervous moving to this fabric, how that halter was going to feel on the neck. That's always a deal breaker with halters, but honestly, this one feels better than the original version. I had absolutely no tightness in the neck with this. I wore my true extra small, which is what I'm wearing in every piece you're going to see here today. I went for a run in this and it felt amazing. I was able to wear this for an entire day without feeling like I needed to get that off of my neck. It just truly felt so comfortable and supportive. Also sweat wicking, so for me, this was a great bra for a run. It's just really cute. I love it. And it also, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that holographic, you get those light shimmers of Guava and Honeydew in there. The nice thing about this pink holographic is I feel like it's not as aggressive as what we've seen in the past with the Mood Ring holographic. So maybe you didn't love holographic before, but this is definitely a bit more subtle. And you can always mix and match if you don't want to do the full holographic set. It'll look really nice paired with Guava, Honeydew, white, and honestly, some of the colors from the No Filter launch, if you shop that one, I think also mix very well within this collection. Lover Pink and Lavender Haze, I think also go really nice with a lot of these. Paired with that, we have the comeback of the Rebel shorts. These are slightly different. These are a 6-inch inseam, which I'm so happy with. The Rebel shorts previously came out quite a bit ago, so they have changed slightly in terms of the rise of them. These were not listed in the PDF as a set rise. They're kind of mid to high rise, I'll say. I would say like not as high rise as some of the other items, but they do cover my belly button. But the rise of them in general is a bit shorter than prior versions of Rebel shorts. So with that in mind, I did find I did get some camel toe with these shorts. This is the Eco Poly fabric. Quite honestly, that 6-inch inseam is so nice. It really hit me in a nice length without squeezing my thighs too much. Actually, it kind of looks like I have a little extra fabric. However, based on the fact that I did get camel toe, I would not size down on these, nor would I suggest sizing down. I didn't really mind having a little bit of extra fabric in there. Some people get a little Barbie crotch with that, but that doesn't really bother me. I would always rather have my shorts not be too tight, especially if it's going to suffocate my lady bits. You know what I'm saying? It's just not healthy. It's just not good for us down there. On the back side, if you're not familiar with Rebel, you get the simple silhouette of the V glute seam detail with no side seam, which is why I love Rebel so much. It'd be cool to see these come in a legging as well. We have silicone branding back here. These were fantastic for running. They stayed in place perfectly. I did a whole mic'd up run. You can see over on my YouTube channel running in this this set so you can go see it right in action. It performed fantastic. I do just want to say with some of the rise changes that we saw within this launch, Bailey mentioned that she has shorter glutes and it's really important to her to have her booty looking just so perfect, you know? For me, I have longer glutes and a longer torso. So anytime a rise is lowered, it usually for me gives me camel toe. But this is really going to be dependent on your anatomy and what rise is best for you. I've just finally learned that I need a 9-inch rise from the top of the waistband to that front seam. That's usually my sweet spot for not having camel toe. Anytime that's adjusted, I do run the risk of camel toe because as a short girl, I just have such a long torso. So this is where knowing your anatomy really helps. Are you long torsoed? Do you have a long ass like myself? So once you start paying attention to these things, it can kind of give you an idea of how stuff's gonna fit. Let's talk about sheerness. You will see that I did the Bailey sticker test on this and every other bottom moving forward. You can see the sticker in there in a squat and standing slightly, but the way this material is being a bit thicker, I don't feel like you can really see actual parts, if you will. I think a nude thong, which is what I was wearing underneath this, I felt pretty comfortable. It was nothing that I would feel too insecure with compared to a color like Berry Ice we saw previously this year that I felt too on display. I personally don't in this, but you know, that's going to be up to your comfort level. I really love these shorts, so I was so happy to get these back in a collection. The Curve Sports Bra is making a comeback. This is in butter fabric, and I received it in the color Guava, which is so pretty. We got Guava back in the snack collection, and this was a color that Bailey named and had for her Juicy collection, so it was really neat to see it kind of sneak in there on you guys. Have so many of you love it, and knowing that this was coming out for Bailey's launch. The Curve Bra is truly one of my favorites. I knew Bailey loved it as well. We actually got to try this out first when we were in LA filming for Grounds, and we were both in love. This one is just such a beautiful high neckline, but it's not tight. It doesn't choke you or anything like that. And I love the curve that scoops under the boobies. This one actually really does work for all chest sizes. The support will vary. For myself, this is a light to medium support, but this one can still work for all chest sizes. I do not get any under boob with this. I am pretty locked in place regardless of what activities I have done in it. I've been wearing this bra since it first launched with inner lights. There's something about this bra that's so beautiful. I personally love my upper abs. If I can talk about that for a second. 2 things that make me feel like I look like I work out. Number 1, my upper abs. Number 2, my back. Those are always the dead giveaways that, she does lift. So for me, something that scoops under the bust line and really allows those upper abs to pop. Oof, I love it. I just think it's very sexy while not being too revealing. The cut of this, I will say, I have no issues with it being smaller chested, but the way it scoops down on the side there, I can see where some of my larger chested ladies, or basically anyone larger than me, could potentially get a little side boob, but that's not something I have issue with. The only major change that I saw on the back side here is they did make the straps just a little bit wider, so where it halters over and goes into that T-strap, it's a little bit thicker, a little bit wider, and I think it makes it just a little bit more supportive and a bit more comfortable when you wear it. I have worn this in an extra small, and previously I've also worn it in a small. I think sizing wise, you can go either way on this one. Both look fine on me. I'm a little less supported when I size up to a small. So I like the extra small because I feel less at risk of something falling out. But if you're in between sizes or larger chested, you certainly could size up on this one. Now, unfortunately, they no longer include bust pads in butter fabric. I'm not sure if that's an automatic change from here on out. I personally prefer them to still send the bust pads, even though with butter fabric being thin, that's part of what they said. They don't include them now because you can see the outline being that the fabric's so thin, but I still need them. Otherwise, you're just seeing the headlights, and I'd rather you not. So if you could send the bust pads, that would be great. I think more people would rather have them than not, but I do know some people just throw them out. So I don't know. I'm team boob pads, so I would like to see them. Normally what I do when I wear these is I just find an extra pair that I've taken out and I stuff them in there. But just want to mention that in case that's a deal breaker for you. I do prefer having boob pads in it because the fabric is kind of kind of thin, right? Butter fabric, if you're not familiar, is our lightest compression fabric there is. It's so super soft. It almost feels like you're wearing nothing, which is quite nice. It's 81% nylon, 19% elastane. So very soft, very stretchy, and just very comfortable. Thankfully, I've had no pilling on this one thus far. The curve bra is coming in a bunch of different colors. This is just such a go-to bra for me when I want to feel cute for the gym, but also this is a great little bra to wear as a going out top or to pair it for lifestyle. I don't know if the team realizes how good of a job they do at creating pieces that truly work for the gym, but equally work for lifestyle without question. If I was to wear this top out, I don't think anyone would look at me and go, girl, why are you wearing a sports bra out to dinner? I don't think anyone would say that. They just know how to make the best pieces in terms of versatility for what you want to wear it for. So this is another great top that if you don't want to wear it for the gym, you could definitely pair it with a little skirt, some shorts, some jeans. It'll look so cute. I paired that with the aggressive 7-inch shorts, which this is my first time getting to review them on YouTube, but we did see these. Or did I review them for YouTube? These came out with the summer sale, right? So we're now getting them in the fun colors that Bailey wanted. These are listed as a 7-inch short. Bailey loves scrunch, so I think she wanted as much scrunch as she could get in this launch and wanted a 7-inch short because that's her preferred length. Knowing that the scrunch here, once you kind of tuck that into your butt crack, it kind of moves the shorts up and sits more like a 6-inch short. So I remember for the summer sale, some people were hesitant on that length, tried them out and loved them. Being butter fabric, they are very versatile. So if that length scares you like it's too long, if you're a shorty like myself, they do move up very easily if you kind of want to place them a little bit higher. But let's talk about these. I had to get them in Guava because I absolutely love this color. I also wanted to sheer test it for you. Being in butter fabric, keeping in mind that super light compression. When it's lighter compression, it's also going to lend itself to a bit more sheerness. I didn't actually get any camel toe in these, and the length of these and how that butter fabric fits on the thighs is incredible. There is no pinching. I can wear these for running if I want. That length does work well for me, but going into the backside, these do have that flat elastic on the inside there. Let me show it to you if you're not familiar. It's a very subtle elastic scrunch, even though it's called aggressive. I think I said this in my 7 Deadly Sins review. They should have been called the passive scrunch leggings. Like, it's not aggressive at all. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle scrunch. For me, I don't always jam it in there, so you kind of have an option. It doesn't naturally just go in there, but you can put it in. You can hike it in there if you want, or you don't have to. If you do cram it in there, the inseam's just going to go a little bit shorter for the length of these. I love these shorts. The length are perfect for me. I love the butter fabric. The Guava, you will notice, is quite sheer. So with the sticker test, you can see that standing and in a squat. This is going to be up to your comfort level. Thinking about Guava, butter is going to be the most sheer. If you get Guava in a Nubre legging, it's probably going to be a little less sheer. Nubre does a better job at covering sheerness. This material just does sheer out fairly quickly. My own comfort though, with a nude thong, I'm set. I will wear these to squat in, to the gym. Doesn't matter to me. These weren't making me feel self-conscious, but it's just going to be up to your personal preference. I didn't really feel that the cellulite was coming through on these either. So it did a nice job though with cellulite coverage. I find these true to size. Butter fabric is so stretchy that if you size up, I fear that you're not going to like the way they fit you because they're just going to kind of keep falling down and you'll end up finding yourself having to continuously hike them up, which sometimes can be a complaint with a stretchier fabric. So honestly, I feel like these are true to size. And if you did not try the aggressive scrunch shorts with the summer sale, I would definitely recommend grabbing some. I certainly will be grabbing them in lipstick red. So just to test it out, the rise on these from the top of the crotch gusset to the top of the waistband is about 8 inches. So I'm surprised I didn't get camel toe because 9 inches I thought was my sweet spot. But being that these are butter fabric, I feel like they gave me that little stretch. So anyways, if that's important to you, I got 8 inches on the rise. Lastly, and sadly, I do have to point out these things when I do these reviews. I know I work for the brand, clearly have for years, but I am always dead ass honest in my opinions and in my reviews and what happens during my wear test. I'm always going to point out things that I think are going to be important to you. So with butter fabric, we did get some pilling on the shorts and a couple other pieces we'll go through. Butter is just a lighter fabric that is very delicate. I do want to say, I was delicate in the gym with these. I did wear these for leg day, and I wasn't laying or sitting on anything other than your normal benches in the gym. I didn't sit on turf or anything like that, but I definitely did get some pilling on the butt cheek. For whatever reason, a little bit more in the left than the right. Maybe my left cheek is fatter. I don't know. But I do have some pilling on these. Now you can get one of those little shavers and shave it off. But I did just want to mention that I already have pilling going on with these. So if you're not familiar with butter fabric, that is the one fabric that I've noticed is kind of for me been inconsistent with when things pill and don't pill, but just need to mention that so you're aware that this potentially could pill. The Airknit Bolero Shrug, these came out previously and had to come back. These are so cute paired with so many pieces in this collection and just any sports bra in general. I'm someone that really does like to start my workout with my arms covered, whether it's a pump cover or a zip up. Something like this is just so perfect. Let's see if it looks good with the lipstick red while I'm sitting here chatting with you. I got this in the color Honeydew. This is my first time showing you Honeydew, and I'm not gonna lie, Honeydew might be my favorite color from this entire collection. It just surprised me with how well it pairs with everything. I don't know, are we feeling Honeydew with red? I think it can kind of work. It's a vibe, right? But I do think it looks so cute paired with Guava. Those two go hand in hand. You just look like a little summer fruit. You look adorable in it. I just love the colors. It brings me happiness. The Bolero is only slightly changed from the last version, nothing major. It does have thumb holes on it. And the biggest change I saw, honestly, was just the back here. I do have the older version, and they previously used like the little metal logo here. And now it's just embroidered. You're gonna see me try both on. The white is from the last drop of these. I had the white in a size small, and I actually did prefer it in a size small. I kind of forgot about that. I did get this in extra small, still fits fine, but you will notice the arms are definitely a little tighter. The fabric does have a nice stretch to it, but if in between sizes, you could definitely size up. Keep in mind, this is a shrug. It's not gonna cover the entirety of the back of your sports bra. It's just meant to be a cute little cover-up number. Personally, for me, I used to love thumb holes, but I kind of wish we could go away from thumb holes because I have a tendency to always end up pulling them up because I just get them super dirty when I wear things halfway down my hands. I don't know if it's just because I'm a dirty little individual or what, but I don't know. I'm kind of over thumb holes, and that could be an unpopular opinion. One thing that I do have to report, and I did report it to the team, so I'm not sure if it's just kind of a one-off situation, the fact that I went with an extra small in this, but sadly we have the thumb hole, and then I have an additional hole that just ripped open after only wearing this once, and I didn't wear it that long. I didn't actually train with it in the gym. I just wore it for my warm-up walk on the treadmill and took it off. And then the next time I put it on, there was a hole in it. And on the other side, there isn't a hole yet, but I can see an opening of the same exact spot where it looks like it's about to open up. So unfortunately, I don't know at this point if I just got a defective one, if y'all are going to run into the same issue or not. I'm not certain. All I can tell you is that for that reason, maybe this one is one you knock off your list if you're kind of getting an excessive list and you need to, for budget reasons, kind of get things narrowed down. This would maybe be the one I would knock off just because I cannot guarantee you're going to get the best quality with this. I will say with my former version, I had the white one. I didn't have that issue. I do have it in a size small, but I don't think that you should have to size up or something to not get a hole in it, if that makes sense. So I'm not entirely sure. I still love the Bolero, so I can't wait to hear back from the team in terms of what their thoughts are on that, because I definitely was gonna be buying more. I wear all of mine. I wear the black, the chai latte, and the white consistently, so I really wanted to grab some more colors. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a bummer if you're gonna spend that much money on something, you wanna make sure the quality is top notch. So I will for sure update you all as I hear more if there's any feedback from the team on that. But yes, you also saw me try on the white one. As I mentioned, that was the last version of it, and that is in a size small. So you'll notice there's a little bit more room in it for me in the arms and on the back. So I do kind of like the size up version a bit more on myself. It's just a bit more comfortable. If you are planning on grabbing this piece, I would say just in general, size up unless you prefer it being more tight. Moving into some seamless items, we have the brand new Wonder Seamless Sports Bra. This is the same seamless fabric, fit and feel that we saw from the Shape Seamless that launched with Catherine's No Filter collection. I had to get this in the Ombre, the Honeydew with the bubbles blue. This was something that we don't get a lot of. We don't get a lot of ombre colors, and we've certainly never seen it in seamless. So this was just a really fun mix in the collection. Not only that, but that ombre allows you to mix and match. So if you don't want to go with a full matching set, you can easily mix and match this with other pieces. The bra itself is seamless, and you have a few different ways. You have 3 different ways essentially that you can wear it. So I'm showing you all 3 ways you can wear it. I think my favorite was doing the little crisscross in the front. I think that one looked really fun and flattering. This is with those little thin straps. It makes it really easy to kind of stretch it over your head. And the nice thing about these straps is they are adjustable. So you can really adjust this for as much support or length as you need. The back side of this is really cute too. It's very minimal. It scoops down on the back side. So it's a very open back. I felt pretty supported in this. I did a reel on Instagram. You can see me running in this full ombre set, and even with the crisscross around my neck, I went out for a run and felt amazing. I didn't feel like I was choking. It didn't feel too tight on me. I felt supported enough. And the seamless fabric in general, if you're a runner, is a good type of fabric to start with, that or the Rebel set, in terms of wanting something that performs well under high performance activities and sweat wicking. This one definitely has more of a narrow chest line on the front here, so if you keep it basic, it's a little bit more narrow, but I feel like it has really good coverage of the boobs. Although I am smaller chested, I feel like if you're larger chested, this will give you a nice amount of coverage for being a shorter line sports bra. Paired with that, we've got the Form Seamless leggings. These also did just come out recently with the summer sale. Those were supposed to be part of Snack, but they got pushed back. So if you did not try those, I did review them previously, but we've got them coming back in a bunch of new colors. So I wanted to pair that with the Ombre, which is the Honeydew and the blue bubbles. No changes if you bought them during the summer sale, same details, but let's go through it. The Form Seamless fabric is a similar fabric. This is what gets confusing to explain. I gotta take it from the design team here. Essentially, with all the seamless that we have here, so there's Shape Seamless, Form Seamless, and Miracle that we'll talk about at the end. They all have the same yarn composition. However, the Form and the Miracle are slightly more dense than Shape Seamless. And then depending on what colors and how long they have to dye it for, that can change the actual weight of a legging. So that is where, even though essentially all the seamless is the same-ish, they can fit and feel a little bit different. I hope that makes sense, because it's a little bit confusing to me not being a designer and understanding that whole process. I think essentially these are a little less compressive than the Miracle leggings that we'll talk about later. I really enjoy these leggings and how they fit because they're not too compressive in the waistband. To me, they offer that perfect amount of compression without creating pudging or bulging or suffocating me anywhere. Got some really nice kind of almost like corset line detailings off to the side, and then a ribbing that goes throughout that waistband. There's no side seam. There is an inside seam though, which is that honeydew color that runs down the inside. And on the back, It's got some shaping of those lines that really curve and scoop around the glutes, similar to Shape Seamless, and then just a very like little minimal scoop over your booty cheeks. These for me perform so well for running. I will definitely be grabbing more colors of these. Seamless to me is just a nice combination if you don't like something so high performance and too compressive. So you want a little compression, but you also want something that's sweat wicking and just feels good. Seamless just does the trick for me. The one thing that's obvious here is they are pretty sheer, right? Which I think is partly why a lot of Bailey's lighter colors got, I believe, cut from the collection, but the Honeydew Ombre still stayed in place. So you'll notice when I'm just standing with the sticker in there, you can see it. In a squat, you can certainly see it too. For me, these will probably be ones that I wear with a nude thong and utilize for non-leg days, days where I'm not squatting, and maybe save these for when I'm running outside or not in front of people, because these are quite sheer on the backside. So I just want to point that out. If you're someone that really does not want your butt cheeks showing through, you really can kind of see the nude of my butt cheeks showing through if you have tattoos or birthmarks, etc. Definitely going to see those clear as day just in a standing position. I do still feel like they covered up cellulite well, because I do have cellulite on the back of my legs. So the fabric itself, I think, does a nice job at hiding that. But Seamless in general just has a sheerness factor here that can't be avoided. These are coming in some darker colors. Bailey did some squat tests, and I have the colors that came out earlier in the summer sale, and even the charcoal. When you squat, you do get sheerness. So in general, if you're grabbing any of the Form Seamless leggings, I would just make sure you're okay with the fact that they will shear out squatting. In terms of sizing, these are true to size for me. I would not size up on them. I think they're going to be way too big for you if you size up. I did not really get any camel toe with these that I recall. No, I don't think so. I think the camel toe was good. Also, they just feel so stretchy that if you size up, I think you're going to run into having to pull them up every 5 minutes. So I really think go with your true to size on these leggings. If you're really interested in the ombre, but you don't want to do ombre on ombre, you can very easily grab a Honeydew curve crop or a curve long sleeve. Both of those would look so cute with this, or blue bubbles if you got it from the no filter launch will match perfectly with this. We've got another version of our twisted sports bras. We've seen so many different twisted sports bras this year, and I personally love that because they do something very nice for our smaller chested community. We now have the Twisted Halter sports bra. So lots of halters within this collection. This is butter fabric, so it's really lightweight. The sports bra is going to run a bit more light to medium support. Love what this bra does for my titties, okay? This is our titty moment bra within the collection, with the exception of the candy wrap bra, but this is our new bra. So I did just get this in white just because I wanted something simple that I could pair. For instance, if I wanted to break up the ombre leggings or just pair it with some of these different poppy colors but have a little basic on top. So I did go with the white. This one does have bust pads in here. Extra small for me, and the fit was perfect. It's a beautiful sports bra. The one thing I will say that I was surprised with, because I don't always have this issue, and being butter fabric, I was not expecting this, but I did get really bad neck pain with this bra. I couldn't even wear it an hour, and I had to take it off. I had to pull it down. So I was very surprised by that because I have a pretty high tolerance with the halters. You remember the sultry sports bra from the 7 Deadly Sins collection. We had the seamless halter from No Filter collection. Those I can do, and I just can't wear them all day, and that's okay. This one, for whatever reason, really bothered my neck. So I was very surprised being butter fabric. Could I size up to alleviate some of that? Most likely, but I would then have to give up how juicy my titties look, and I'm not sure I'm willing to do that. So sometimes we just have to sacrifice things. So for that reason, I will still continue to wear this in my extra small, but this is a bra for me that I can only wear for X amount of time to train in. I do feel supported in it as a smaller chested girl. I can bend over, I can do RDLs, I can do rows. Nothing is falling out, no nip slips are occurring. They did do more of a narrow plunge here, whereas compared to the Glow Bra that came out in the Snack collection, and if you haven't looked, I do have all of these comparisons listed on my Instagram, juicy highlights, so go check those out. But the Glow Sports Bra just was like a bit more open chest for me, where I did feel it could be a little risky. I definitely enjoy more of the narrow approach that they did on this neckline here, which I know Bailey specifically had asked for, having more of a narrow chest herself. I am like her in that regard, so I really do appreciate that, and I appreciate all the little titty lifts that she's given us this launch. As a reminder, using code Kara on launch day, if you do appreciate these in-depth reviews that I do. Jason does all the editing. I spent all my time researching. I watched all the videos, got all the details, and try to do the most to make sure you all have the best details possible. Using code Kara supports me on launch day. I do earn commission. It gets you 10% off, and it does let the brand know that you appreciate my reviews and want me to keep working with them. And there's also some collab 2.0 talk coming out, and it's getting me real excited, so I definitely appreciate any of your support or any time you throw my name out to the team. All right, I don't think I have anything else to say about that Twisted Halter sports bra. I could have been alone in that. I know Bailey mentioned that one didn't cause any issues on her neck, so this really could just be very individual. I have a very sensitive, tiny little neck, so it could just be a Karakuri issue. I'm not sure. Moving into some Nubre, the contour leggings have made a comeback, and these are coming now without pockets, which I find hilarious that Bailey did not realize that they were coming without pockets. She thought she wanted pockets on them, but I'll be honest, the contour pocket leggings first launched with Naked, and they kind of reminded me, they're just like a V pocket, and I couldn't really fit anything in there, at least not for me in the extra small. So I'm kind of okay with the fact that the pocket isn't there, because technically I wasn't using it. I got them in the Limon Peppino color, which is this really nice green color. I can't believe how many greens we've gotten, and this is just a new color that definitely mixes and matches very well with tons of other greens we've seen in the past. It pairs beautifully with Honeydew. That's my personal preference for pairing within this collection, but it also looks good with Guava too. Contour leggings otherwise have not changed, other than the fact that the pocket has been removed. They do have quite a bit of seam detailing, which I like. These were always one of my top picks for Nubre since they came out. Something about how those seams draw up on the waistband, I found it very flattering. It brings your eyes in, where it gives you the illusion of some more curves if you like something like that. There are a lot of seams, and normally I'm not a side seam girl, so it was kind of interesting to see them without the pocket, but they do have those two seams that run all the way down the side of your leg, and then it scoops down over the front of your calf. Nothing is too tight or squeezy, which is nice, but I do want to point out these are a legging that have more seams on them, which for me, normally I'm more simple with seams, but the seams with how they're placed actually make them fit very well, and I find that they stay in place really good too. On the back side, you do have some of those seams running up the waistband, and it's just a simple V glute contour, and a little bit of that seam runs over the back of your calf or ankle as well. I just want to go on a quick little rant about Nubre. Not really a rant, but I just want to mention the fact that I still feel like Nubre's fabric has changed so much, even though the composition is the exact same. So I don't want to confuse anyone, but I just find that it feels so much more lightweight and stretchier if I actually weighed these compared to older versions of even Naked's version of the contour pocket leggings. These feel softer, lighter, and stretchier. I want to mention that just because if you haven't shopped from the brand in a while, although I don't think you inherently need to size differently, I do feel like with how lightweight and soft and stretchy they are now, I technically could size down. I feel like I could almost wear an extra small in Legacy, in contour leggings, in micro Legacy, because of that stretch factor. And they never used to feel like that. So I just want to mention that for some of my OGs here who maybe haven't worn Nubre in in a while who maybe used to size a particular way, I feel like now if you're in between sizes, I would size down. And I never used to say that. So I just wanted to draw attention to how much softer and stretchier these feel. And don't get it twisted, I'm not complaining. I absolutely love how much more lightweight these feel compared to years ago. The color itself is really nice. They do a great job at cellulite coverage, little to no sheer. You can slightly see that sticker under there. So I think if you had a tattoo, maybe you would see it, but maybe you wouldn't. It would really depend on what colors it was. But your contour leggings are going to do a great job at covering up anything, at least in the lemon peppino color. They are also coming in guava, which you saw how guava sheared out in the butter fabric. I think it's going to be a little bit better in Nubre because it is a thicker fabric. It is double brushed. It's still soft, but it's a little bit more compressive, so you do get a bit more coverage. Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. This is truly probably my favorite top that they have ever come out with. This is the long sleeve curve crop, and it is the long sleeve of my dreams. So she is in butter fabric. You will notice the silhouette of this is very much inspired by the curve sports bra that we already talked about, that same curve along the bust there, but it's in a long sleeve version. The front of it's also got that nice square neckline that I adore. And I honestly got an instant lift in there. So I had a little cleavage in this top, even though this is another one that's butter fabric. It does have an insert for boob pads, but it doesn't come with any. So I did try to just place some in there, but you can go ahead and insert bust pads in there. You're just gonna have to find some that you already have laying around. I got this in the Honeydew color, which looks so good with the Venom leggings. It also looks so good with Limon Peppino. And this long sleeve does have the thumb holes in it. I will say this one does have, even though it's butter fabric, the arms do fit me pretty snatched. You'll notice everything's pretty snug there, but there is some good stretch to it. But if in between sizes on this one, I would say size up. Depending on your chest though, you're gonna get less support if you size up in this one. So I guess it depends what vibe you're going for with this top. I wore it to work out in just a test for you all, but I will probably never wear this to work out in again. I was literally dripping from my armpits. It was like buckets of water just dripping out of me. It wasn't hot in the gym either. I was just profusely sweating. I don't know if it was the pre-workout, but regardless, the second my arms and my armpits just feel wet and saturated, it's an instant ick for me, and it did not go away. This fabric is not sweat wicking, so I just stayed all wet and nasty. So do not like this for workouts. You can work out in it if you want, but it's just, for me personally, this is going to be more of a cute lifestyle vibe. It does have the silicone branding back here, which I love, and it does go straight across on the back. She is very cropped. It's very cropped under the boob. So I can see if this is more of an itty bitty titty committee shirt. I fully get that. Some of you just may not be comfortable with that much of yourself being exposed. I definitely feel more comfortable pairing something like this with a high-rise or ultra high-rise legging so that I don't have so much stomach exposed, but I still love it because it shows those upper abs, and I just feel so cute when I wear a top like this. I definitely want to grab more colors. I do have to point out the downside that we had here of this top, which is the fact that I got pilling all over it. Being that butter fabric, it is very delicate. I felt that I was very careful in the gym. I lifted upper body in this top. I don't recall laying against anything yet. I have pilling on the front of this, and also on the back of it, it's pilling. Look, for me, that's not a deal breaker that I won't still pay full price and buy the 5 other colors that are launching. That's how much I like this. But I have to mention it because for some of you, I fully understand if you don't want to buy something that pills. And this was another one for me that did pill. I still loved it though. I can see myself wearing that, packing it for every trip that I ever go on. I just think it'll elevate any outfit. I just love it. I think it's so comfortable, but also sexy, but not too sexy. You know, it's just the perfect top. I absolutely love it. I am literally getting every other color in it. I do also want to mention too, because I did work upper body, I was walking around the gym, stretching my arms as high as I could. People were probably wondering what the heck I was doing in there this past week with my reviews, checking my booty out. I do all the weird shit in the gym just for y'all. So use code Kara on launch day to support me. But I was doing everything I could overhead, moving around, doing everything weird I could. I had no boob spillage. It almost felt like it could come up where my boob was going to come out, but it didn't. It actually sat in place very nicely. The way they have this double stitched seam around the bottom, just the same way that they do with the curve bra, I have no issues with how that stays in place. So I would anticipate, if you've worn the curve bra before, how that fits and feels. If you get under boob, it's likely going to be the same experience. So you can size up. That is going to give you a bit more coverage because that is a tight top. I even think I could size up to a size small just to give my arms a little bit more room. I think I will lose the little bit of a zhuzh I get to my titties, but I think you're going to have some variability there. If you're kind of unsure or in between, you could definitely size up on that one. I am so happy that Venom got thrown into this launch because if you don't know, I love me a good dark purpley tone. Hint, hint, vanity, lust. Those were like those dark purplies that I just adore. So I was so happy to see Venom come back. And I'm just obsessed with how it pairs with Honeydew. I just don't ever not want to be wearing that color combination. I think it looks phenomenal together. So we are now talking about the aggressive Scrunch leggings. These have made a comeback and they do have a minor change to them if you have worn these previously. These are butter fabric. They are a beautiful legging. They're a simple legging that just has nothing too much going on in the front, which I enjoy. It does have a little bit of a side seam, nothing too aggressive, but it does run all the way from the top of the waistband down to the bottom of the legging. And on the back side, we have a silicone branding now, which I much enjoy. And we have that scrunch here, the same scrunch I showed you in the shorts, exactly how it is for the leggings. In fact, for the shorts and the leggings, both of the waistbands are going to fit identical in that they added a 1/2 inch to the waistband compared to the prior versions. So we previously had Black and Stardust launch in the 7 Deadly Sins collection, and Bailey requested a little bit more length here to this waistband because of how her glutes sit. So a 1/2 inch was added there. Quite honestly, I don't find it to change how I like to size in these, although with that addition there, it could assist some people who were previously sizing up to reduce camel toe. You may not need to anymore. I kind of sometimes do get camel toe and butter fabric. It goes either way. I've never sized up to try to accommodate for that, but many people have sized up in the aggressive Scrunch leggings, so you may not need to anymore, but I personally didn't feel a huge difference in sizing. So I was extra small before, I'm still extra small. I would not want to size down on these. I think that would give me some crazy camel toe, even in a darker color. But that is the biggest change to them. They are a 26-inch inseam legging, and again, it's the same scenario. You can really tuck that in the crack to separate your butt cheeks if you want, and it doesn't feel too tight. It's enough where I don't like running in these. I don't run in butter fabric anyways because it's not sweat wicking, but I also get some major chafing if I have anything in my butt crack beyond my thong. I mean, the thong alone gives me some chafing if I'm doing a long distance run. So I don't need to add more materials inside the butt crack. It's just, it's gonna chafe. That's what the big cheeks do. They rub together and it creates chafing and it's not fun. It hurts, burns. These are a high-rise legging, which I love. I like that the high-rise kind of covers just above my belly button. It doesn't swallow me whole. I know like I've loved ultra high-rise for so long, but I really do like the high-rise and I do like my belly button being covered. So these to me are perfect. These are definitely a top pick for me from this collection. If you've never tried the aggressive Scrunch before, I really haven't met many people that didn't like them, and the aggressive Scrunch were a top seller from 7 Deadly Sins, so you all also really love these. You will notice being a darker color, but being butter fabric, there is a little bit of shearing out that occurs in a squat position. For me, nothing Nothing that makes me uncomfortable, but I did the squat test so you all can make your judgments in terms of what makes you comfortable. I always pair a nude thong under everything I wear for safety for the most part, or I go commando. These are ones I would go commando in, to be honest with you. Alrighty, let's talk about some bandeaus. I love me a bandeau, and I think many people either love or hate them. I don't think this review is going to convince you otherwise, but we do have some really cool features that were added in here that may make you change your mind. So we have the brand new adjustable Nubre bandeau, and I have her in Honeydew. I'm wearing it in an extra small. Immediately you will notice this bandeau. 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 You will immediately notice the bandeau has a strap to it. Not only is this strap optional, it can be taken off. So you're going to see me wear it both ways, but you can also adjust this strap so that it fits at your comfort around your neck. In addition to that, we also have on the back side 2 little straps here that can both be adjusted to your tightness so that it really does stay in place. The other cool feature is they added in this sticky grip tape that goes all the way around that top until you get to the adjusters. So if you did not like the Airknit bandeau that launched previously, that didn't have any of these other features. I actually really like that bandeau and it stayed in place good for me, but I do feel that I was maybe in the minority of those that had a good experience with it. So I think this one is going to be better loved by most people. In addition, compared to the former Airknit bandeau, even though this is Nubre, we have a little more length here. So this one has a bit more coverage. So that's also nice too for those larger chested ladies to get a bit more coverage. And we do have silicone branding back here too. We're seeing this across the board for most pieces now. It's either silicone or it's embroidered. Embroidered. Words are tough, okay? I love a bandeau. I'll be honest, that sticky grip tape, when I took the strap off, I didn't really feel like it was staying in place for me any better than a normal bandeau. I don't know. I just feel like it almost looked like a strap was missing off it. I think because they did a curved design to it, so it kind of curves down and gets really small as it goes to the backside. So I think maybe if this was just one even fabric, like one even size all the way around, maybe it wouldn't look that way. But the fact that it was curved to me, or maybe it's just because I knew there was a strap there and you have some stitching there too that kind of shows the seam, it starts to kind of like poke out a little bit on me, and I just feel like it looks like it's missing something. So with that being said, I personally prefer this with the strap around it. Can I wear it without the strap around it? Yes. I wore it for a meeting on a Zoom call the other day, but I did feel like I kept kind of doing that to it just to be safe. Whether I needed to or not, it was like second nature to keep pulling it up because it did feel like maybe it was coming down a bit lower for me. But I actually prefer this with the halter around the neck. That halter strap is so stretchy. It's adjustable. It feels comfortable. I wore this for several workouts and it's just overall very comfortable. And I know quite a few girls wore it without the strap. It stays in place fine too without the strap. My personal preference is keeping the strap on there. So I love that they added this detail to it. The nice thing about Nubre is that it does not pill. I don't get the pilling like I do with butter. The downside to that is I have 2 giant black dogs that live upstairs weighing 300 pounds and their hair gets on Nubre so easily. And it's like, no matter what I do, that dang hair, it just don't want to come off. So unfortunately, I know for some people, they don't like the Nubre for that reason, but I still like it. I've just accepted when you have big dogs, big hairy dogs, you're going to have hair on your clothes. I'm a dog mom. It's who I am. I have dog hair on me. It's fine. But yes, the bandeau, I will say I find true to size. If anything, if you wanted to size up, you could. It might give you a little bit more coverage in that side area where it scoops and curves down, possibly creating you a little side boob, but you may just not have as much support in it. There are removable boob pads already in there too. I would not wear that for a run or a high cardio activity. I wore it for a fast dog walk the other day. without the strap and it stayed in place, it was good to go. So this is just going to depend on you if you really like a bandeau, or maybe the fact that it's got the strap now, maybe you want to test it out. I think you'll really like it. It's so flattering and really comfortable. Contrast to that, we have the longer version, which this is butter fabric. This is the butter bandeau crop, and we got this in a meet and greet length. And what that means is if you're wearing a high-rise legging or ultra high-rise, it's going to actually cover the legging. So if I was wearing red leggings right now, which I will be because I'm buying the red aggressive scrunch flare leggings, it's going to look like you're wearing a whole one-piece bodysuit, which I love that. The butter bandeau crop, obsessed. You know, I usually wear one of my favorite pieces during my commentary. Lipstick red is the color I'm wearing. I will mention this is butter fabric, yet they did decide to add the boob pads in this, so I'm not sure what dictates when they add the boob pads and when they don't, but this one does have that built-in shelf bra with the removable bust pads included, similar to the adjustable Nubre one we just saw. This one also does have that sticky grip tape that goes all the way around the entirety of this bandeau. And you also have the halter strap here, which is not only adjustable, but it's also removable. I love that they added the option of this strap. I really enjoy having that there. And I know sometimes I am going to wear it and probably pull off the strap, but I love a halter. I think it's stunning. I like the way it just adds a little something for support. It just shows off your chest, your shoulders. I just think it's so flattering on so many different women because you've got that like just lovely like square looking neckline. This one is listed to work for itty bitty titties, medium titties, and your big titties. So this one should really meet all worlds of titties. I think this is one that I will not wear to the gym. I don't really see myself wearing a longer line bandeau at the gym. This is more of a lifestyle piece for me, which I'm here for. I equally love Buffbunny as a lifestyle brand as much as an athletic brand. You certainly could wear this to work out. It's just for me a piece I'm gonna save for everyday life. I feel like the support is really good in this. If that's a concern for you, I think you'll be pretty pleased with the support with that built-in shelf bra there. It is listed as light support though. So like I said, if you're planning on working out in this, you may not want to be bouncing around. My smaller chest feels very supported. I feel very comfortable in this. It's a tight fit though for being a longer line. So you can tell it's just, I'm fully in there, but it is so stretchy too. Could you size up? Absolutely. You have that adjustable strap. So I think you could go either way here. I say true to size. I really like how the extra small fits me, and I definitely plan on grabbing a couple more colors as a lifestyle piece. And this is the first lipstick red piece we're seeing. I haven't even called that out. This was a last minute color add-on for Bailey's collection, and it's stunning. I absolutely love a good pop of red. I just think it pops, right? So anytime you look at someone in red, you stand out. The eyes are drawn to you. It just exudes confidence and sexiness to me. So that is why I always wore a red bikini when I was competing, because I felt like that's how I won. It was that red bikini every time that just made me pop on stage. So I'm literally dying for all the lipstick red pieces, and I know so many of you are as well. I do think red is going to be a huge seller of this launch. Paired with that, I am wearing the aggressive Scrunch flares. So these are freaking incredible. These are the contour pocket flares were my favorite, but I love butter fabric, especially since I wear flares as a lifestyle piece. I don't wear flares to the gym. So the aggressive Scrunch flares, I'm telling you right now, they are my favorite flares to date. We'll be adding to cart lipstick red and cold brew ASAP. Need both of those on my body. So in terms of the actual fit of these, they are similar to the changes with the regular aggressive Scrunch leggings. So you have that extra ½ inch in the waistband. They fit perfect. They are high rise. I don't get camel toe with them. You've got the scrunch that you can tuck in your butt, and you have 3 different options for inseams. So let's talk about those. Keeping in mind that the scrunch going into your butt could potentially make the leggings shorter. They went a little longer with each inseam. So short is 31 inches, regular is 33 inches, and tall is 35 inches. I went with the short inseam, and I'm so glad that I did, because sometimes I go back and forth between short and regular, but the short you're seeing me wear is with a little bit of a chunky shoe, and you'll notice the bottom of the flare is kind of grazing the floor. That's how I personally like them. I usually wear a flare with a little bit of a chunky shoe. I like them to literally just hit the ground. For me, that's the aesthetic I like. It makes me feel like I'm really elongating my legs. If they're a little shorter than that, I feel like they look weird on me, like they don't fit me right. I also didn't have the scrunch super tucked into my butt. So if you're like, oh, those look too long on her, I could totally scrunch those up and just move those leggings up slightly. Keeping in mind I'm 5'2". Bailey also mentioned she's 5'4", and she does like the short and the regular length, but for her, she's similar to me in how she prefers that length to hit, and she prefers the regular length for being 5'4". So keep in mind what your personal inseam is and what style of shoe you're gonna wear. If you're gonna wear a flat flip-flop with it and you're 5 foot, the short is still going to be long on you, and there's just no way around that. So just keep that in mind, what type of footwear you're going to wear with them. Now, I personally don't wear flares to the gym, but it doesn't mean you can't. The butter fabric is definitely something you can wear to the gym. Just for me, these are more of a lifestyle piece, and I have to say, anytime I travel, whether it's a road trip or I'm flying somewhere, it's an immediate grab to the flares. I just find them so comfortable for traveling, but stylish. They're also just great to pair for any outfits in your collection, so add all the flares to cart, please. Love them. There isn't really much I don't love here. Hate to break it to y'all. This one's gonna hurt all of our wallets. My account is already crying. I'm nervous to hand Jason the list that I want to shop with on launch day. But to make the wallet hurt a little less, y'all can use code Kara on launch day, or actually anytime you shop Buffbunny collection. Adding code Kara gets you 10% off your sale. I earn a commission, and also the team looks at that data. They look at athletes and who's using whose code and who's selling the most and who's doing the most. So it is so greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, from Jason, Bruce Wayne, and Joey Justice. Anytime you do use code Kara, I don't care if you're just buying a scrunchie, it makes such a difference for me and my family. So I cannot thank you enough. It's because of you all that I have been able to work with this brand. And I am so grateful that I get to call this part of my job. I am just so eternally grateful and lucky that you all continue to support me so I can continue to do this. Oh, one more thing I do want to say about the aggressive scrunch flares. I don't see it as much on the aggressive scrunch legging, but I did mention on the aggressive scrunch legging, that seam, that side seam does come all the way up to the top. So you'll sometimes notice as I'm turning in the footage, it kind of looks like something's pinching me on the side of my waist. I'm not really being pinched. It's just that seam comes up so high, it almost comes up a little bit higher than the waistband, if that makes sense. So if you kind of see that in the footage, that is what's going on. Doesn't bother me. I don't really mind. I just thought I would point it out because I know when I was wearing them, Jason was like, is there something on the side of you? And I'm like, no, it's just the seam. So I just want to draw attention to that as well. Try to bring your attention to literally every detail possible. I never want you to have any surprises when your package comes to your doorstep. I want you to literally throughout this high quality footage and A-roll, B-roll, C-roll that Jason shoots, that you know exactly what you're getting. I want you to be able to feel those fabrics through the camera. I want you to see the pilling. I want you to look at my camel toe and ask yourself, do you want that? All right. I really want to share it all with you. Sometimes I share a little too much and we gotta whoopsie it out because, I tend to overshare things. So anyways, let's keep it moving. Also, if you're just enjoying hanging out with me and hearing my thoughts and opinions on all the pieces, maybe you're not even shopping the launch, please head on over to the live launch party on July 27th. I go live for literally 3 hours. I will start 2.5 hours before launch goes live, and I continue to stay live even after launch happens. That way we can chat about what we're buying, what's sold out, what we grabbed. It is just so much fun engaging with you all all on launch day and just rapid fire Q&A. In addition, I continue to wear the crap out of all these pieces, wash test them. I do more content in them. So I continue to formulate further thoughts and opinions to best guide you the day of the launch, so that if I'm like, yeah, no, just definitely skip this piece, or you must buy this piece or you're going to regret it for the next 2 years, I will tell you all the truth. And I try on literally everything. I think I did an outfit change every 15 minutes every time I gave out a gift card, because I do $50 gift card giveaways every 15 minutes. We give out that bunny money and we send it right over to you so you can shop the launch that day with your gift card. So make sure you head on over, throw that into your calendar right now so you don't miss out. The next hot little lipstick red piece I got is the brand new Plunge Seamless Sports Bra. This one is that shape seamless fabric. I did get her in extra small, and initially when I looked at it, I'm like, man, those like boob cups look so big. I'm never going to fill that out. But the cool part of this is you do have the straps that are adjustable. So you can tighten that as you need to, which I tightened it a little bit just to kind of squeeze and lock me in a little bit more on this bra. It's a pretty basic bra. I will say it's more light support. I don't think I would go running in it. Light to medium support. I'll definitely train in this bra. This is the one that I've worn the least. I'm just going to be fully transparent with you. I wore it for the actual review try on and wore it the rest of the afternoon after we did the try on portion, and I was instantly in pain. I was quite shocked because the straps, you know, they are thin, they're elasticated, but they're tight very quickly. This one fits considerably tighter compared to the Wonder Seamless bra, for reference. I don't know why that is, but it just does. The Wonder Seamless straps did not bother me, whereas the Plunge Seamless did. And I think Bailey even commented on that as well. You could size up to accommodate for that, but then I feel like it would not look cute on me because I don't have a lot of boobs, and I really like kind of creating a little bit of cleavage and a little bit of something in there. So for me, I'll just tough it out with the extra small. And this is going to be another one that I'll probably wear only for my workout and not plan on wearing it for the entirety of the day. I do think it was super flattering on me. I actually prefer the way this one looks over the Wonder Seamless bra. This one just looked nicer to me on the chest with how it scooped down, how it plunged down like that. I find it very flattering. But like I said, the straps are a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to keep wearing it and try to see if maybe with wearing it for a longer duration, if I stretch it out a bit, maybe that will provide a little bit more like looseness here. Because sometimes with the straps, you do just have to wear these more than once and things loosen out and feel better, which is exactly why I try to wear this stuff as much as possible before I do my reviews so that I can give you my thoughts. But I will update you at the live launch party if I feel any differently on the Plunge Seamless Sports Bra. But it looks really beautiful. Switching gears, let's talk about accessories. We have the mini Game Changer backpack coming back. You all love this so much. So it's now coming in 3 colors, and there are a couple updates too. So if you did get it previously from 7 Deadly Sins, we do have a couple changes for you. I received it in the Mojito Mint color, which is real close to Honeydew, but more close to Mojito Mint, so that's why they called it that. Biggest changes here are branding on it. In my version, we went with gunmetal. I just really liked gunmetal, plus we only did black on it. So the branding is going to match the actual color of the bag that you get, a little bit of a matte looking branding right here. Same size, nothing's changed there. They did add in a second zipper here, so you don't just have the one zipper, but you have 2, which is nice, so you can kind of meet it halfway or zip it however you like. We still do have the D-ring on the side, so you can use that to hook anything on it if you like to hook your keys on it or anything else. I feel like everything from Sephora now comes out with like a little mini version. Little lip glosses and hair care that you could just like clip on here, real cute. So whatever you need, you can clip it on right there. You do have the 2 side pouches right there, which honestly, this bag looks small, but it fits so much. It's truly the perfect travel bag or even everyday purse if you prefer that. But yeah, so you have 2 little side pockets here. Then when you go inside the bag, the new addition we have here, they added in like a built-in wallet component, which I love. So you don't even need to throw your wallet in there. You've got 3 card holders so you could put in your ID and any cards you need. And then it still has that mesh pocket on the inside. So funny. I was just like going through my Game Changer bag, my older version, and I've got my last year's Halloween Horror Nights pamphlet in here. I actually do save all these, but it just reminds me that this was the perfect bag for me for Halloween Horror Nights. So this is a perfect bag for theme parks, honestly, any travels or trips. You have the little, you can hold it right here up top, and you can wear it just like a normal book bag. It does have the adjustable strap, so you can make it as long or short as you need. And these do come off too, so you can unclip these, and you can also make it into like a little side bag if you like. I honestly never usually wear it that way because it just looks so much like a book bag that I wear it on my back, but you could do that as well. So you can actually transfer this over and make it so you just wear it as like a little side bag if you like. You have options with this. This bag is perfect. It's just a cuter little tiny version compared to our bigger Game Changer bag. Obviously there's no meal compartment, but you really can fit a lot in here. So this is coming in 3 different colors. If you were not able to grab this previously, I definitely recommend grabbing it because accessories like this are quite unique, especially in a collab. You don't know when you're going to get them again. I use mine a lot. I actually have 2 of those. I have like a sample version and then my real version. So I'm glad that I now have this little pop of color because it really does pair quite nicely with all the outfits in this collection. If you feel like you need a more in-depth what I can fit in that bag video, let me know down in the comments and I'll like do up a video for Instagram and also share it in my Discord and as a YouTube short. So let me know. I just didn't want to spend too much time on that because I have reviewed that bag previously. And there's just been a few minor changes. Y'all, the way my hydro jug matches this entire collection, maybe not my outfit, but it literally matches everything else in this collection. I only own the one hydro jug, not sponsored by them, but it just makes my little heart so happy. It just feels like summer, you know, to have the jug matching my fits. All right, let's now talk about some of the pieces that I don't currently have for try-ons to review for you. Let's do a quick rundown of some of those items. Some things are returning that we've seen before. So in Nubre pieces, we also have the Alpha Sports Bra launching in Barista Blue. Love the Alpha Sports Bra. It's just one of my all-time favorite sports bras. I think it's well loved by all chest sizes. It's not the highest support level, but it does something very nice for us smaller chested ladies. I do find that one runs true to size. So that is the only color coming. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have seen more colors in that bra. Instead, they did more colors in the Candy Wrap bra. That's another one coming back that is a very well loved. I actually do have the Candy Wrap bra coming in my next PR package in a couple colors. It's one that I love the way it looks on me. It gives you that immediate boob push-up. I personally don't enjoy sizing up on it, but if you are in between sizes, I've gotten tons of feedback over the past 2 years they've been selling that bra that many of my larger chested friends do like sizing up. The straps on the back of that bra are adjustable, and so many women like to size up and then just adjust it to their preferred fit. So I will have those bras and we'll wear them for the live launch party for you if you do want to see them in the new colors. We also have Legacy leggings making a return, and those are coming in Barista Blue as well. So you get that like darker Barista Blue combo that pairs really well with blue bubbles, and it pairs well with, what else? Guava, I think would look nice with it. Maybe even Honeydew, quite honestly. I really like Barista Blue. Legacy leggings just aren't my preferred leggings, so those are ones I'll pass on, but I know tons of you love Legacy leggings, so that is the one option you will have. I've reviewed those a bunch before. I do find them true to size. They are an ultra high-rise legging, which is why they added them to this collection. That way you do have one option for an ultra high-rise legging. That's Nubre fabric. They also have a 26-inch inseam. There are 2 pump covers coming in this collection that I am so excited about. Number 1, they have got the Juicy Tee. That one is so adorable. It's got the cherries on it. That one is coming in the mail to me. This is their classic fit tee. It's 100% cotton. Some of you have commented on not enjoying the feel of that cotton that they use, that you feel like it feels a little more stiff, and I definitely feel you with that. It is a unisex shirt, so the sizing of it, just keep that in mind. It's a bit more of a relaxed fit to begin with, and some people enjoy sizing up. You can get an extra small? I don't think that's correct. The Juicy Tee, it's like unisex sizing, so the smallest size is a size small. That's the size I normally like because I find it's relaxed on me. Some like to go bigger with it if you enjoy a bigger pump cover. I just don't, because I feel like it swallows me up and I look like a child in a giant t-shirt. Like, I just don't think that vibe looks good on me, but definitely size for your own aesthetic. My understanding is these tees are the same manufacturer that they've been using for all of the recent pump covers that have been coming out. So if you didn't like the fabric, you won't like it on this either, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. And then they also came out with their classic Moves tee that we've seen before that has Ombre branding on it. So that includes the color Venom, Lipstick Red, and Guava. So it's really cool because you could definitely mix and match that tee with like the Venom leggings or Lipstick Reds. So I'm really excited. I've got both of those pumped tees coming to me in the mail. So I'll definitely be wearing those at the live launch party. So make sure you can join, because I'm also doing $500 in giveaways of my own money. I have to share that because people seem to think the brand gives me that money. No. I use the money I make to give back to y'all. That's why I do these giveaways within using code Kara, as well as the live launch party. It's my way of thanking you. So I'm always going to give back to y'all as much as I can. So $50 gift cards every 15 minutes just for being there. I mean, it's a pretty good time we have over there. Okay, in addition, we have butter scrunchies coming. I didn't get any scrunchies with this collection, which I'm okay with, because I'm okay with that. I have a whole collection. I do kind of like collecting them, but I don't wear them honestly as much as I probably should. I don't know if it's because my hair is so thin. Even though I do have a weave in here, my hair is very thin and fine. And I just feel like the scrunchies sometimes they're so big, they're a little overwhelming to my hair. But I know y'all love them. So you've got 6 colors coming in your butter scrunchies. Last but certainly not least, and I will not have these for review, the Miracle Seamless leggings, which I think Bailey has hyped these up the most, and I am dying to get my hands on them. These are only going to be available for pre-order, friends. So what that means is on launch day, you can purchase the Miracle Seamless leggings with all your other pieces. Your other pieces will still ship right away. The Miracle Seamless are just a bit delayed. Bailey was very specific with some of the tweaks that she felt was necessary to try to perfect those in terms of really compressing. There's like an under butt glute contour lift to really just like create the wagon of your dreams. So she wanted those perfect. In fact, she would like them to be more compressed, but she met the team halfway with them really doing this first version of more of a compressive booty lifting legging. These are going to be pre-order. So because of the fact that they made that tweak that was a little bit last minute, they are running late. They're not running super late. It's not like Dream House where you're getting them 3 months later, thank goodness. It's truly just like, I'm guessing a week or two. Please don't hold me to that, but that was the impression that I got, that they're not that far behind. But in fairness to Bailey and her collaboration, they really wanted to include them in these colors in this collection. And we're very thankful as athletes that they did that. So there is going to be limited stock of those, and they are coming in a bunch of gorgeous colors. I definitely need to get some to get my hands on them. Lipstick Red, Limon, Peppino, Venom, and Charcoal. Bailey did squat test of them. There is some sheerness to them, kind of similar to any of the other seamless that you saw. Charcoal looked to be the best to me. Honestly, they weren't that bad. I think they looked less sheer than the Form Seamless leggings, in my opinion, but they are listed as a 25-inch inseam length, light light to medium compression, although I do believe that compression that's built in under the glute, they're gonna feel more compressive than a shape seamless or a form seamless legging. So if you're not looking for that extra compression under there to really push up your booty, you may prefer the form seamless. I personally cannot wait to see how these make my butt look, so I'm gonna definitely try to get my hands on some. They are also listed as high rise, so I'm very excited about these. I think these are Bailey's most hyped piece. They were additionally working on a pair of shorts too, but it turns out they were just way too tight with where they were hitting in the thighs, so I think we may see those coming later once they have perfected them. But those are the only item that's going to be available for pre-order. You will still see them listed on the website the day of launch, so keep that in mind. You're going to check out, you're going to pay for them as you would with everything else, and they will just ship separately. Wow. Did we get everything or what? This collection was ginormous. It's incredible. I love the versatility that we got within this collection, all the different colors. I have probably the largest list to purchase that I've had since, I don't know, I did buy a shit ton from the boyfriend collection, but Under the Sea, remember Under the Sea? That was the other one that I spent like $1,000 of my own money. No joke. Literally no joke. I just kept buying pieces from that. So I have a list of the pieces I want to buy, but I know many of you like to know Karakori's top picks. I don't have it yet, but that juicy tea with the cherries on it for me is going to be a top pick. I love a themed pump cover, and I love the way that it pairs with the pieces in this collection. It's also just kind of a cool collectible item. You know, I love that we're getting to do these pump covers for the collections now to really just pay tribute to that collection and the collab. So that's a top pick from me. The long sleeve curve crop. I know it's not going to be for everyone because it is so cropped. Fully understand that. As an ITBC president, it's a must have for me. Like literally onyx black, white, blue bubbles, lipstick red, add to cart, hands down, need all of them. Not a want, but need. The shape seamless bodysuit took me by surprise. Honestly, I fully expected to say it's a pass for me on that bodysuit. And I love the way it looked on me, and I did not find it too difficult to get in and out of. So for me, if you're someone that likes the look of that, likes something that snatches you in a bit, I think I'm gonna wear that one quite a bit. So I definitely wanna grab that in the lipstick red. I think that's gonna be a top pick. For me, the Revolution Halter Crop V2 and the Rebel Shorts, absolutely loved that outfit. I love that combination. I don't even care that I got the slightest camel toe in it. It's fine. The shorts, I can't remember if I mentioned this earlier. They're not listed in the PDF as to what rise they are. I think they're kind of in between a mid-rise to high-rise. Like I said, the rise on them is a little bit lower than past versions. So the rise sits a little bit like medium to high-rise. So keep that in mind if that's a top pick for you. I love them for running, and I just thought they're so freaking cute. Obsessed. I mean, frick, man. There are so many good ones. The Butter Bandeau crop, I love. I'm a Bandeau girl. I mean, come on. I'm ITBC just like Bailey, always wanting to make the ladies look good. So the Butter Bandeau crop, the aggressive scrunch flares. I think the aggressive scrunch flares in the Bandeau, the Butter Bandeau, are two top picks for me for lifestyle. If you don't buy Buffbunny for lifestyle, scratch that off your list. But the Butter Bandeau being longer, the aggressive scrunch flares, yes. Buying all the colors. The curve bra, absolutely love it. If you've never tried it, the aggressive scrunch shorts, oh my God, the adjustable Nubre Bandeau. There's too much to choose from. I also love contour leggings. I also love aggressive scrunch leggings. You guys, I can't give you top picks on this one. I am not kidding you. This will be the longest list to date that I hand over to Jason and say, babe, will you shop for me while I'm doing the live launch party? And he's going to be in there swearing up a storm because He manages a lot. I mean, he really shouldn't have to shop for me, but he's going to if I get early access. I just have so many favorite colors this launch too. I absolutely love Bubbles Blue. I'm getting that in a long sleeve curve crop. I'll probably get it in a butter bandeau as well. Lipstick Red, stunning. Venom, making a comeback in the summertime, dream come true. Honeydew may actually be my favorite color of this entire launch. She steals the show for me with its versatility, with pairing with the colors within this launch, but also in past launches, in particular, No Filter. Like I said, the colors just play so well together. They're just really summery, spring, fun colors, but they're still colors I will wear year round. Gosh, I have cold chills. Literally, I am just so freaking proud of Bailey. I'm so happy for her. She literally created a dream collection. This collection has got me so excited. I have felt like $1,000,000 every time I wear any of these outfits. And to me, that's what it's all about. It's about wearing clothes that make you feel your most confident. And so sometimes it's a pass on some of these launches, right? We all have our own individual preferences. But for me, this launch hit the mark. This is hands down probably my favorite launch of 2024 so far. I definitely loved Boyfriend, but this one is just doing it for me with the amount of pieces that I am in love with. So just major congratulations to Bailey and the Buffbunny collection team on this amazing collection, the Juicy collection, available July 27th. I cannot wait to shop. It's coming so soon. Make sure you are ready to join my live launch party 2.5 hours before launch goes live. $500 worth of giveaways, answering all your questions. I will be reviewing more pieces that come in this week at the live launch party. In addition, it means the world to me if you do choose to use support code Kara on any of your orders with Buffbunny collection. I think I covered everything, but I have been going on and on for at least 2 hours down here. So if there is something I have missed, please leave any and all comments and questions down in the comment section. I go through and I look at each and every person's comment myself. I respond to you and want to make sure I get all your questions answered. So that's going to be the quickest way to do so. Or hit me up in my personal Discord, Buffbunny Babes. I will leave that link in my description box. And follow me over on TikTok, Kara Corey RD, and Instagram, Kara Corey Fit Life, where I will be posting some more reels, some try-ons this week. I do Q&A over there. I'm going to be doing as much as I can to make sure we get all your questions answered so you can try to narrow down your list. Shoot, I may need you guys to help me narrow down my list because it's pretty long right now. But for now, I'm going to end this video here, friends, and I will see y'all at the live launch party.